Hey everybody, welcome back to Fake or Fine. This is the first video in a series that basically analyzes cigars received over the internet, Havana cigars, and tells us whether or not we're getting the real deal. So before we get into the box, we're going to take a look at the site we ordered from. This site was recommended to me by trusted friend and longtime Havana cigar smoker and collector that I have known from the cigar shop. And the site is out of Hong Kong. It's called HoCubanCigars.com. HoCubanCigars.com. And there are a lot of things I like about this site. It's not the fanciest thing in the world, but let's take a look. I have it up on the screen here. And get a little closer. There we go. As you can see, it's a pretty simple layout. I'm going to go through. We have a list of brands here. Not too many. About 10 or so out of the 27 to 29 Cuban brands in existence or available today. And you have a homepage, product, shipping information, a couple of other things. So if we check out product, basically have a inventory of what they have. Now here's the thing about this site. All the inventory you see here is not automatically available. Basically what you're going to do is you email the site and introduce yourself, and they will send back a stock list. And here's what I really like about this site that lets me know, you know what, this is the real deal. Their stock list contains maybe about 15, 20 brands. These over here are just all the brands they deal with. Okay, you can request that they get them into stock, whatever. But the stock list that they'll email you in Excel format lets you know what they have. And they don't have a hell of a lot. And here's the thing about that. A lot of these sites, you can tell right away, okay, something's wrong here, because they're over inventoried. You have to understand how Havana cigars are produced, how they work in Cuba, to understand why this is a bad thing, over inventory. Unlike America, everything that's produced in Cuba, all the cigars, are collected daily by Cuba Tobacco and Habanos S.A., distributed to Habanos S.A. authorized retailers by the government. And the government pretty much decides who gets what. Stores can make requests, but in the end, it's the government who decides. It's pretty much like Fuente with Opus X. You know, you have to be a Fuente retailer, you have to have a certain amount of inventory, and depending on how much you sell per year and how good a client you are, that's the Opus use. You can't request what Opus you want. You can't tell them, yeah, I want 3 boxes of A size, I want 2 Bellicos with triple X's. No. Opus is decided by Fuente, and you're either happy with it or you just don't deal with it. And that's the way Cuban cigars work. Therefore, getting more popular sizes, larger sizes, limitadas, is rather difficult. And if you see a site out there who has 30 different limitadas, limited editions, and 40 different regionals, and every size in the book, and the site is probably bogus. Okay? You're better off going to a site where half the inventory is out of stock, because that lets you know what, this guy's probably real. Aside from that, point B is the prices. Now, the prices on whole Cuban cigars aren't the lowest on the internet. And personally, I'm comfortable with that. I'd rather order a box of cigars for $300 than $200 when I know $200 is one of those too good to be true deals and probably end up with something that's full of shit. So, in the end, look for a site that has a good inventory, but not an overabundant inventory. And a site whose prices are realistic. Remember, if it's too good to be true, it is. And that's the way it works with Cuban cigars. All the age-old adages apply to Cuban cigars. You get what you pay for. It's too good to be true, you know. And we go from there. Basically, what we've done is we got the stock list. We chose a cigar. In this case, it's going to be the Partagas D4, Series D4 Robusto, one of my favorites, one of most people's favorites after they've tried it. And a cigar I know well, a cigar that I can verify, a cigar that I can, and a cigar that I'll enjoy once I'm done verifying it and smoking it. So, I think we're ready to get into the box.